So, do you feel any pressure as a lady to live up to the standards that have been set by the men who have been there before? And yeah, let's answer that first.
I think car guys in Kenya are very encouraging. Like, I've never felt that I'm being put down for trying to pursue this journey of wanting to build a car, wanting to track. So most of them are very encouraging. So there's no pressure, I would say, in the sense of they're encouraging and they help you out and they give you the car advice that you need, kind of, you know, give you advice how should you take an apex, for example. If you want to achieve this quarter-mile time, what kind of parts do you need to get? So I think they're very encouraging. There's no pressure, but I think I want to be up there with the men. Yeah, so.
Imepotea, okay. Sorry. It's easy being here.
Imepotea. I had wanted to tell us a little bit about that rationale.
Let me put it that way. Let me enlighten the car that we do have right now. It's a BMW E36 389i, which was actually less than even 100 horsepower, and we actually varied down to 2JZ performance, so that's why we went to that direction. So right now, the car is way more pushing than the way it was capable of. So yes, so only because that we like that platform, that's why we went to that direction. So we are doing whatever it needs to make it working and more reliable, so that we can experience. Sorry for that. There is another one from Screaming. Yeah, RB. That's what I asked you that day, how many RBs we do have running. Yeah. So we want more. That's what the goal is. So yes, so we are still, this building cars and upgrades, it never ends. It's like a drug. It's even worse than a drug. It is worse than a drug. You can never end building your car. You will always be fixing your car each and every day. You will improvise, you will learn from your mistakes, and you will implement what you learn about. So yes, I would say that what the good thing with it, you do not, so if you are working and you want to make it perform, only then it will be succeed, otherwise no. There are many projects, they are just lying and people have just, they don't have hope anymore. So the project is always that you want to be motivated by the people around you, and of course, good people will encourage you, and that's the good thing. So always be around it with the people who normally supports you. Thank you.
Sorry, we have the organizer behind me here. He wanted to say something, probably even ask a question. I know he's busy, so since we have him here, let him welcome his guests.
So hi guys, my name is Denning Muchelule, and thank you so much for everyone who's come today. We couldn't have done this without all of you here. So as much as guys don't understand, I'm happy to the people who sat here, guys who influenced me to join the car scene. I bought a Subaru because of John. I entered his car and that feeling was just amazing. So that's why I got a Subaru. Kina countries, Kina stretch, I've been there through my journey of racing and all that. But anyway, so on to the main agenda. There's been a topic that has actually been very fiery of late, and it's between JDMs and Germans, which cars make more sense. So now that we have Stretch here, he's already smiling. So maybe you guys, we have like maybe 10 minutes of it. We just discuss on why we prefer a German or a Japan, based on tuning, purchase cost, and also the amount of money you're going to use when it comes to modding. So I don't know who's going to start on that topic. So, John will answer. Na by the way, Lilo nameshikilia JDS. I respect you for that. Hey, what's up, kumewaka?
KENYAN and German cars.
Are you going?
So,
Hello.
Hi.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. Now it's okay. Hello? Yeah. Now the thing is that there is no difference between German car or a JDM. Okay? It's only the matter of understanding the mechanical issues. Yeah, JDMs are way more easier, you can say, if you are much more fine in. Hello? Now, if you are much more fine in repairing the cars, then nothing is, it's difficult to repair it. You know, you need experience for that one. It is nothing like kesho sasa kuna mtu mwingine ndio mke alafu afungue workshop a garage alafu aanze kufanya experiment kwa gari ya watu. That thing is useless, you know. It should be by profession like Leroy. He's also experienced. He has experienced many things which nobody else can. Even me, I haven't experienced the way he experienced that thing. So it is by professional. If you are capable of opening a garage and doing repair of the car, the way you have tuned your own car. You know, it is nothing a matter of doing experiments on customers' car the way nowadays all the garages are doing. Yeah? They are just taking money from customers and they are just spoiling their money. And if you see their builds and the way they mod the cars, yeah, it's okay, it is performing 1 or 2 days, and third day again the car it is inside the garage, yeah, which doesn't make any sense. Project works are not expensive. Yeah, it need time and it need a proper mechanic for that one. Let me say it like that. It shouldn't be like you have given your project to someone who is falling from YouTube, like my friend. Nothing can be done through YouTube. YouTube will not show you the things that you are doing. The thing is that, the way he explained that he normally takes information from YouTube. I'm just, taking information from YouTube, it never shows that what is your ability to do. If we will start checking everything from YouTube and doing the work, so it is not an experience, and you will not face those things. Even the way, even he built his car, it took a long time to build his car. Even him, he is also a tuner. He also know very well. So we cannot compare ourselves with these people. Their experience might be more than ours. So basically the thing is that if you do have experience and you do have proper tool to do work, it will never, you will never get fall from that stage if you do have ability to do the job.
Wait. All right. YouTube. And I've used YouTube a bit. What I can say is I used to own a Subaru too, until it thoroughly humbled me. But as he's saying, I think it's a matter of experience in the platform that you're on. So I'm not saying JDMs are bad. It's just that the people who have the know-how on JDMs are very few. All right? And those who are doing it well, it's working. But a majority don't have that know-how as regards what needs to be done to make a reliable JDM. So some people are trying to take shortcuts, doing some cheap things. So that's, you need to find somebody who has that experience. As regards Germans, you can't fight technology. Unfortunately, technology is changing. So, I mean, things are changing. And for me, I think that my goal was, despite all that I've done, I think most of the guys who are ripping off now is because of the mistakes that I did, genuinely. And I can attest to you, all top 10 golfs right now in the country, I had something to do with that car, because they have all learned from the mistakes that we've made. So we hope that as for JDM also, people can share the mistakes that you have made. There's no need of featuring. So me, anybody, and I've told guys, if you want to know anything about my car, I always tell guys, whatever it is, and I'm open. Mimi hakuna kitu naweza. So yes, but we still can't fight technology, man. JDM,
right. JDM, mnasema nini? You're very quiet. But I genuinely like what they are saying, because the best between JDM that you're driving. If you're driving G, that's good for you. And you know how to take care of it, good for you. If you're in the J, good for you even more, maybe. I'm joking. Let's hear from the JDM guys.
Yeah, in terms of reliability, it's a very relative phrase. You can build everything to the moon, but everything still has a timeline. Like there's a lifespan for everything. So even the most built engine, race engine, has a timeline where they've thought about when it's supposed to be refreshed. All those parts don't live for the rest of the car's life. So generally, when you're talking about reliability, weaknesses of each platform over years have been analyzed and known. So what the aftermarket love doing is coming in, strengthening those weaknesses. So in terms of what's more reliable, JDM or GDM, that one is comparing apples to oranges. You can have a race car that's supposed to be rebuilt every week, but does crazy numbers. And you can have also a very simple, modest car, very reliable, track work, stock turbo, and it churns out maybe 100,000 kilometers street driven. Maybe a truck, 50,000.
Hi.
Yeah, so maybe for a street car, 100,000 is good. For a racing car, maybe 20,000 kilometers of racing. So everything has a budget, everything has a timeline. Anyway, for JDMs, clearly drivers are there, and we do shine. As you've seen last weekend, 1, 2, and 3 were Japanese, and it's Subaru predominantly. So the quality of drivers we're producing is better. As he said, they have technology, but we have drivers, so skill, you can't buy skill. So welcome to the winning team. And in case you need any tuning, any advice, the JDM, we have a very active group. We talk, we meet, we drive, we have
You
banter.
started very well. You're finishing things.
No, I come in peace, not pieces. Sometimes pieces, but that's life. Yeah, so, yeah, it's fun. And this banter will always go on. But in terms of the weekend and track work, clearly the JDMs are having an upper hand at the moment. So we're waiting on the guys. We're waiting for the roads to be straight, for Stretch to come and stretch his legs.
Is that a call out? Magari ziko sawa?
All right. The only reason you guys won day one is because we didn't participate. So, because I came day two and I won. But as Leroy said, it's a healthy banter, and I love it. Don't take it like real beef. But they took it about an hour or two. We are laughing and painting together. So it's not an all-out war. It's fun banter. Absolutely fun banter. And I love it. I absolutely enjoy it. Yes. But we were insulted for the longest while, man. So it feels good to be at the top globally. Not Kenya. On a Saturday in Machako.
What I can add on to this, for me, I mean, I've been on both sides of rest, both in JDM and both in German. For me, what I can tell you, performance is performance. Power is power, you know. So, what I can say is that people should not, I think it's a fallacy, it's a delusion that German is the future. I drive a German car, I've participated in German cars, I've won an event in a German car, I've gotten podium in 2 events in a German car, but I can say it's a delusion. You're delusional if you think you can buy the latest and the greatest car and come and destroy everything. Yeah? So for me, it's just to put sense in things, that it's about development, it's about creating the platform, knowing the mistakes, making the mistakes, fixing the problems. Because to be honest, if you can't make power in a Subaru, if you can't perform in a Subaru, there's no way you're going to buy a Golf or an Audi and still perform. It's a fact, it's a fact. If you literally had an STI, you had it for 10 years, you can't just go buy something. If it's not of course, if it's not a Porsche Turbo something, Turbo S or whatever, but literally on track, you can't drive. If you can't drive to save your life, even if you buy a GTR, you'll have somebody in a much cheaper car, the cheapest development ever, the cheapest tires, driving circles around you. So what I can say, power is power. The advantage we have right now with having the Germans versus the JDM, we have variety. So everybody has a preference. There are people who can't see themselves sitting in a Toyota or a Subaru. And there are people who can't see themselves sitting in a Mercedes, or Audi, or a BMW. Because they prefer, they have a preference. There are people who idolized Subaru since they were young days for Patrick Njiro. So they can't imagine, they don't even know who used to drive a Golf. Which actor used to drive a Golf? Or an Audi, I don't know. They just know Paul Walker, they know Colin McRae, they know Richard Burns. So that's what they've been looking at when they were kids. Then there's this kid who saw his father come for their wedding with an Audi, and it's stuck in their head. That's the only thing they have. There's this girl somewhere who was dating someone who used to drive a C200. That's the fastest thing she's been in.
My God.
You understand? So everybody has a preference according to their experience.
I don't think we as girls we are ever going to beat this C200 level. Never.
Yeah. Okay, so for me what I'm trying to say is that performance is performance. For me, I would say whether you buy a German, you spend, there's something called German tax. It's something people know about. Like they have this notion that German parts are expensive. Even if you buy the simplest thing, it's expensive, which is true. Of course, we have scrupulous dealers in Kenya who have taken advantage of adding markups to parts and everything. Like for me, when I was trying to get a German car to race and play around with, of course, there's no way I was going to buy parts locally, because you'll find a part is $200. When it comes to Kenya, even if the shilling is doing badly against the dollar, the part is being sold for 50,000 shillings or 60,000 shillings. Because the person who's selling the part wants to get his own profit margins. They want to add a markup because they'll tell you, ini Mercedes or ini BMW. You get? And of course, there's this notion that, oh, Subaru parts are also cheap. Or we go and buy them from Grogon or River Road or whatever. But trust me, right now, STI parts are expensive. Like literally, if you want to buy the big brakes and whatever, you have to pay the price, because the industry has changed because Americans now are able to get these JDM exclusive cars. And you know Americans will pay for anything. Americans, you sell him a brick, he'll pay for it. So once those people are able to purchase those prices, the whole thing goes, everything goes up. So for me, I would say, don't be in a rush, as Stretch said, don't be in a rush to have things you do have. You don't have to be a 23-year-old who drives an M5. It doesn't make sense. You understand? You don't have to be a kid and you want to drive a G63. You understand? Yes, it's good to have the dream, but to be honest, your friend who has an old Datsun is doing all the events, he's having fun, even if he's coming number last. Trust me, in 5 years, when you finally get a G63, your friend will still be a better driver than you. He'll have more experience. He'll have more mechanical knowledge of his platform. He can be able to help anybody else. How are you going to help somebody just because you bought a nice car? Maybe give them a link to where you bought the car. Otherwise, if somebody wants help, you tell them, oh, my car is disturbing me. You'll want someone who's knowledgeable, who's gone through the same stuff. For me, with a Subaru, the only thing which has never happened to me in a Subaru is maybe being abducted by aliens. My car has caught fire, I've blown engines, I've blown gearboxes, I've destroyed clutches, my wheels have fallen off, my steering are disconnected, I've crashed the cars. So everything that can happen to me in a Subaru has happened to me. So I'm in a position to advise somebody who wants to build a Subaru compared to somebody who literally got a Subaru, he got some money, bought the Subaru. Yes, it's a nice car, it's a better car, but he has the latest and greatest, but he can't help you in any way in terms of advice. So he's not contributing to the industry at all. He's contributing by having the car, but in terms of contributing in helping people, bringing people up, building the industry, creating solutions to existing problems, they're not playing a role. So you'd rather have somebody who has been through this. And that's why I'm telling you, if you look at streaming, all the cars that are performing, Stretch himself is a German, but right now, if you want to build a Mark 5 GTI, there's nobody else I would go to apart from Stretch. Because he's gone through everything. He's lost engines, he's lost turbos, he's done what? You understand? You understand? You understand? So, no, it's not about that. It's about what can happen. Because let me tell you, this game, and I'm being realistic, this game is not for the faint of heart. People, you lose a fortune for nothing if you follow the wrong people. If you have clowns advising you, you lose a fortune. The people lose millions. You invest in millions, so much money, but because you're being advised by the wrong people, you're going to the wrong workshops. You're looking at YouTube all the time. I mean, when us guys started playing with these cars, my first modified car, I got it in 2003. YouTube didn't exist then. Those days, not being racist or anything, the only people who used to play fun with these cars were only our Indian community and the expatriates and everything. There was nobody who was playing with these cars. We would go to a place called Masha Auto. You know, you look at the nice things and everything. But me, deep inside, I thought, there's still more. There's still more from rims and funny paint job. There's more about performance. But there was no YouTube then. There was no YouTube. There's no way you could go and type something. We had to read something called forums. All the OGs know what forums are. Yeah? There are forums where you go, literally you read. You read through pages and pages and pages and pages and pages. And then you have a problem, you write your problem, you wait for it for 2 weeks to be answered. Then maybe one day you'll come back across your own problem. That's how we learned how to play around with these cars. So what I'm saying is that start where you are, gain the knowledge, whether you drive a German, Japanese, Korean, and contribute to the community. So there's no difference between German and JDM. We'll banter online. You'll see us on WhatsApp. But trust me, you'll find us at the, even this person who's just come over here, Kewashira. You'll see me and Kewashira literally fighting. And we're on our necks. People will think we are mortal enemies. But trust me, you'll find us in the bar having a couple of drinks later on. So online banter is just online banter. The real friends are sitting next to each other, talking to each other. Thank you.
Let me ask you, go Google with your phone right now how to put an RB in an Z31. It's not been done. It's not been done in Kenya. You go to YouTube, you find one person who has done it. You use what he has done, you write down. One of the things I say, sadly because my profession allows me to make a checklist of what you can do and what someone can help you do, right? For example, putting a subframe of an R34 in that car, I think I am only the second person who I could find on the internet who has done it, right? So I went to that person, he had a YouTube channel, he had all the measurements, I copied all the measurements, and I did it, right? So all the young guys, it might look like, no, but open a garage, open your own workshop, work. Men must work, young people must work, women must work. If you want to build that car, look at my car, that's proof. I went, I built, I'm here, right? I've missed many events, so we cannot shoot down YouTube, eh? We are YouTube guys here. Number two, we are drifters, so I'll talk about drifters. We are here, some of them have left, but drifters, we have two sets of cars majorly. We have the German drifters, we have the Japanese drifters. So the Germans have the BMWs and the Benzes. I think that's about it. And the Japanese use totally different from my Benz drift car. It's totally different from the ZX drift car. I've driven a 350Z I've driven the Silvia from Eugene. They might be Nissans, but they are totally different. And each car has its own character. Now, if you want to learn something, you approach some of these guys, and they helped me a lot. He showed me, do this, do that, do that. And he left. He didn't touch a spanner. He told me, he knew what to do. If I look at you and you have potential to build a car, I will tell you what, I push you in deep end, and then you start swimming, right? So you, as a young person, if you want to achieve something, you must get your hands dirty, get your hands in the game, right? Thank you.
I appreciate the way you talk, but you, by profession, a doctor, you know, even on YouTube there is an open heart surgery also they show how to do. But none can do that open heart surgery at home while watching the YouTube. Okay? So the thing is that the experience matters. If he knows how to open the engine and you don't know and you are opening the way you want, and tomorrow you will call some other mechs, the same thing with me. I cannot interfere your doctor Najwa. Me, no, still there, but you know, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk those things. No. Opening bonnet is nothing, bro. Open heart surgery in Aga Khan, they take different money, and the local hospitals they take less money. So there is also a difference of machinery they are using, and the equipment they are using, and the technology they are using. You know, in our India there was a thing happened. They did, and they left the Caesar inside when they did the surgery inside.
Even professional.
Yeah? So no. We haven't left spanner inside the engine. You know, it is nothing like that. So profession is profession. It is nothing that you are encouraging. All the upcoming mechs, you can say, that open a YouTube and do overall your own engines, which is, there is no point of view of that one. Even K. Washida, the thing he knows about tuning the car, you cannot do it like that. Because he has experienced how to tune the car, you cannot open a YouTube and do tune the car like that. Blown engine, even in open heart surgery, people also dies. It is nothing like that.
Let's talk about
Your mic is not actually, they want others to speak first.
Okay.
They want this topic to be it, but actually it is a never-ending topic.
It's never ending.
It's
That's
never
true.
ending topic.
Let's allow Stretch to say something before he leaves. With your mic.
What do I say?
For the goodbye.
Oh. It depends what you're looking for. YouTube helps. So depending on what you're looking for, YouTube helps. And I won't lie, but don't go to YouTube to look at things which. Anyways, YouTube helps. But guys, thank you for coming. Like, without you, the fans and everybody and all the drivers and all the organizers, this would not be possible. So I hope at least from this forum you'll be and feel encouraged and yeah, you for the next event. We'll be in Nyahururu. Are you coming? So we'll be at Nyahururu next weekend, guys. Nyahururu is a plan. It's so much fun. If you're free, come and have fun.
Well, thank you very much. We wanted to. Where is Amanda? Okay, just a minute. We want the leg good with my broken mic that only works for.
Join us, Kewashira, we all know him. He's one of the drivers with a manual shift, runs the big turbo, and I bet he'll tell us more about this car. Okay, karibu sana.
Okay. So now, my name is Kewashira. Fastest Subaru in East Africa, fastest manual transmission car in East Africa, in Kenya, and a lot more. I have many records and have. What else? What was the topic? I mean, JDM too. Yeah, I'll always be JDM. This is where the fact other cars are just they're too. I can't explain. But JDM is. It's too easy on these other cars. It's too easy. When you're driving a
Mike also do not support your statement.
But really, did you guys come here to see those the new cars, or they came to see the nice modified GDMs?
For GDM, that's why we went for that platform. Every car has a pros and cons. Sorry for my misspell. So I should not say that GDMs are bad or GDMs are bad. So every car has good things and bad things. So, but I should also say that yes, Kewashira has came long, and we have also seen him on Draghi as the fastest Subaru
On Draghi,
yes. That is actually approved, okay, and been recorded, and it is actually, everyone can see worldwide. Okay, I will not neglect that thing, okay? It can be seen by anyone here. Okay, I should also applaud for that. Okay, so yes, in next coming days, years, everyone is being encouraged by these champions, and people are also learning more and also building their things and want their cars also be performing and recorded on Draghi, so which can also be seen by others how they are performing. So I should not say GDMs or JDMs are better. Draghi will be a way better platform to say that which one is better. Or which one is performing?
All right, we are in beats, and we just wanted to hear from John. Kidogo kuja. Hapa. Naona ni kama hapa ndio inafanya kazi.
By the end of the day, I think conclusion of this discussion is experience as a teacher. Ideally, no, from your side, experience is best teacher. Manage GDM all the way. Ideally, experience the best teacher, GDM sides to GDM sides, either way. Yeah. So that's it.
Okay, very much. I think it's time to hear from something that you have been seeing all around. Najua mmeona watu wengi wamevaa sijui, oh, I am sijui who tajiri wangu. I have a Subaru tajiri wangu, JDM wangu tajiri wangu.